A new beginning. My name is Omar. I am from a small village in Syria. My life there was simple. I worked in the fields with my father. We grew olives and grapes. Life was hard, but we were happy. Then the war came. It was very bad. Our home was destroyed. We had to leave. My family and we went to a new country. It was far away, a very long journey. We took a boat across the sea. It was scary. The boat was small and the sea was big and stormy. Many people were on the boat. We were all very worried. Finally we arrived. This was Canada. It was cold, much colder than Syria. We stayed in a refugee camp for a few months. It was crowded and not very nice, but we were safe. We got our own apartment. It was small, but it was ours. It had one bedroom for me and my sister, and one for my parents. The kitchen was tiny. The bathroom was even smaller, but it was warm and safe. That was the most important thing. Learning English was very difficult. In Syria, I only spoke Arabic. Everything was new. The words, the sounds, the way people talked. It was all very confusing. I went to a language school. The teacher was kind. She spoke slowly and clearly. But it was still hard. I had to study every day. Finding a job was also hard. I didn't have any experience in Canada. My skills from Syria weren't useful here. I had worked in the fields, but here, people worked in offices and shops. I applied for many jobs. I went to many interviews. I was always nervous. The first interview was at a grocery store. The manager asked me questions in English. I only understood a few words. I tried my best to answer, but it was difficult. He told me he would call me. He didn't. I applied for a job cleaning offices. It wasn't what I wanted to do, but I needed a job. I needed money. I needed to pay for our apartment and food. The work was hard. I had to clean many offices. I had to work quickly. I was often tired. My back hurt. My hands hurt. But I was grateful for the job. My sister started school. She learned English quickly. She was smarter than me. She helped me with my homework. She helped me understand things. She is my best friend. My parents struggled too. They missed their home. They missed their friends and family. They missed the familiar smells and sounds of Syria. They couldn't speak English very well, so it was difficult for them to go to the doctor or to the bank. I tried to help them as much as possible. Slowly, things started to get better. I learned more English. I became more confident. I made some friends. They were very kind and helpful. They helped me understand Canadian culture and customs. They showed me places to go and things to do. They helped me feel like I belonged. One day, I saw a job advertisement for a farm worker. It was a small farm, not far from our apartment. I applied for the job. I was nervous, but this time, I could understand more of what the farmer said. I told him about my experience in Syria. He seemed impressed. He hired me. Working on the farm was hard work, but it was familiar work. I felt comfortable. I felt like I was doing something useful. I was outdoors, working with my hands. It reminded me of my life in Syria, but it was different too. The tools were different. The crops were different. The weather was different. But I was learning. I was growing. I was earning money. I was contributing to our family. After a year, I felt much more comfortable in Canada. My English was still not perfect, but I could understand and speak it well enough. My family and I were doing well. We had a safe and warm home. We had enough food to eat. We were making new friends. We were building a new life. It was still hard sometimes. I missed my old home. I missed my friends. I missed the familiar life I had before the war. But I was grateful for the opportunity to live in Canada. It was a new beginning, a new chance. I knew that there would still be challenges ahead. Learning English completely would take time. I knew that I would need to continue working hard. I wanted to learn new skills, to get a better job, and to contribute to the Canadian society. But for now, I was happy. I was safe. I was with my family, and I had hope for the future. One evening, my sister and I were walking home from school. The sky was a beautiful shade of orange and pink. The air was crisp and cold. We were laughing and talking. I looked at her, and I felt a deep sense of gratitude. We had survived. We were together. And we were building a life, brick by brick, in this new and sometimes difficult but ultimately hopeful country. Canada was our new home, and even though the journey was long and challenging, we had finally arrived.